Red. April 11th. That's my birthday. What about it? Reply to this. Bet you won't. Bet I did. Are you Asian? I'm Asian and white. Yes. Opinion on Leos? Leos, here's the thing. Leos are very narcissistic, but also very fun. Very fun. Like, I'm never bored with a Leo. Even though sometimes they're like, you know, pick-me's sometimes. I've met a lot of Leos in my life. Sometimes they're like, oh, well, but about me, I know one Leo who isn't like that, though. I don't know, they love themselves probably a lot more than they will ever love anyone else in their life. But they're so fun. So fun. Like, I don't know. I think if a Leo fights for you, you better know you're special, because if a Leo does not want you, or a Leo gets bored or anything, I don't think that they would fight for you. But if they fight for you, a Leo wants you. Let me tell you that. Because a Leo does not fight for people they don't want. They don't care. They really don't. They're like, oh, you don't want to be in my life? Okay, bye. You know? So, yeah, just Leos, man. Libras need to stop finding love in other people. Libras always feel like they need a relationship, or they need love for reassurance for themselves, you know? So I think Libras need a lot of time to love themselves, you know? Capricorns need to open up more. Definitely need to open up more. Like, it's okay to talk about your feelings, Capricorn. So I think Libras need a lot of time to love for flirting with you. If we poke too hard, tell us, you know? Thoughts about Cancers? It's okay to admit when you're wrong. It's really hard for a Cancer to admit when they're wrong. These are just my opinions, obviously. Cancers they're right about a lot of things, so let me say that. And that's built up their ego to thinking that they're right about everything. It's okay to not be right sometimes, you know? It's okay to admit when you're wrong. There's no judgment anywhere, you know? So the thing about me is I'm okay with admitting when I'm wrong, you know? I'm okay. Like, it makes me feel better about myself whenever I admit when I'm wrong. I'm like, oh, maybe I misheard that, maybe I misread. I'm sorry, you know? It gives me a lot of comfort knowing that I admitted that, because I can move forward and stuff like that, you know? But when I know I'm right about something, like, I know it. Like, whether it's like, hey, grapes, this grape is purple. Like, if I know for a fact that it's right and someone tries to convince me otherwise, I get a little heated, but then I'm just like, you know what, we can agree to disagree at the end when I feel like it's getting, like, too much. I'm like, okay, agree to disagree. All right, whatever. You know? Zodiac you like the least? Let me get this clear. I love all zodiacs. It's just the one at the bottom is a Cancer. Just because I hate it when people can't admit when they're wrong. I hate it with everything in me. But I think Cancers are really cool and really fun. I think with the Cancer, they're like really laid back and like chill, and then they're like if you surround them with the right people, they're like out here and like big, and I like that, you know. But I love Cancers. I just that one thing is my biggest pet peeve. So, yeah. I don't know any Aquarius, so I can't give you anything. I did do Aries. I did do Leo. I did Cancer, and I did Capricorn. I don't know much. Oh, Cancers are also very, very loving. Like, the emotional side of them, they're really, you know, emotional, and they'll express that. And I really admire that about a Cancer. It's like, they're not afraid to tell you how they feel. It's just the admitting when you're wrong type beat that I cannot work with. Pisces is like a water sign that wants to be a fire sign type beat. You know, Pisces are vicious. Yes, they can be emotional, whatever, but I think Pisces are a lot like a Leo and an Aries combined. Leo meaning they're vicious, they're narcissistic, they're like, oh, I'm the baddest bitch out there. And with an Aries, you know, they have that low-key emotion, you know? And it's like kind of a lot sometimes. But I think that's why, you know, I connect with the Pisces a lot. My favorite sign is probably an Aries. Not just because I'm an Aries, but because like an Aries can get feisty and can get like match your energy type beat, but they can also like sit back and like have emotions and think about their emotions like that, you know? And I like that a lot. Not just because I'm an Aries, but because like an Aries can get feisty and it can be like, hey, this is how I feel. Get like match your energy type beat, but they can also like sit back and like have emotions. No. I like how an Aries can talk about their emotions and can talk about their feelings, but also can be like hype and out there, and like I like that, you know, because when it comes down to it, I need a friend, significant other, whatever, to be able to sit down and talk about the emotional side and not just joke about it all the time. So, definitely my favorite sign is an Aries. Not just because I'm an Aries. But an April Aries. Two different type of Aries is a March Aries and an April Aries. I've met many March Aries, and bro, they're like a Leo. It's hard to get to their emotional side. Very, very hard. And if a March Aries gets to their emotional side, you best believe they care about you, or they're at their breaking point. But with an April Aries, it's hard to get to their emotional side. Very, very. What do you think about people trying to be your friend? I'm open to friends. I just don't like friends who are fake. And it's hard for me to find friends nowadays because you don't know who's there to be your friend and be that loyal friend, or who's there to just use you for clout and attention and whatnot. Because, like, I'm a very flirty person. Very flirty. But when I'm in a relationship, it goes away, obviously. Some people think I'm flirting when I'm not, and I think that a lot of people like that and then will use me for that, you know. Hasn't happened recently, but it has happened in the past. But yeah, it's hard for influencers in general to find friends, even friends who are other influencers, because you could have a higher number than them and they want to cling on to that number and make videos with you and all that stuff, you know. It's just, you don't need to cling on other people to get yourself higher. Like, birthday twin? Your birthday April 11th too? Cool, cool, cool. Second favorite sign, probably a Leo. Because out of all the signs I've met in my life, a Leo's the only one that can match my energy. Also a Pisces is the third. They can match my energy too. All about matching energies, bro. If you can't match my energy, stay away. Because I love picking on people. Jokingly, not like seriously. I love it. I love just like sitting back and being like, yo, you look so pretty. And they're like, ooh. And I'm like, yeah, pretty ugly, you know, type beat. Yeah, it's just hard finding friends. And it's not even just about the clout chasing or the anything like that. It's about like, you know, flakiness and cold-hearted shit, you know, because there can be a lot of joking, whatever, but when it comes down to like serious stuff and people's emotions, like I think that that's really important in a friendship to talk about. And if you don't handle emotions well, you can't handle being in a friendship, because people have emotions, and I'm that type of person that even if I'm having a good day and I'm, you know, punching you with words and jokes, and then one gets you pretty hard in the chest, and I see it does, I want to come to you and I want to be like, hey, I'm sorry if I said something that offended you. I was just joking, but obviously it wasn't a good joke. I apologize, and I will not say it again, you know. And I think that that's really important in a friendship, relationship, anything, because just like if you can sit there and identify that your friend is upset, ask them if they're okay, especially if it's something that you did, you know. Ask them if they're okay. If you don't like someone, don't be their friend, you know. Do y'all believe exes can get back together after 2 years? If they've changed, yes, I do. I do. But yeah, it's just a I don't know. It's a sticky situation making friends, because all my friends that I grew up with, I don't talk to anymore. So, my only true real friends are Brianna and Shania. Doesn't mean my other, like, they're my best friends. Everyone else is like my friend, you know. AP and Dallas, they're my friend. Just because I don't hang out with them much anymore. I don't really talk to them much anymore. Bonnie's my friend. Don't hang out with them that much. But how can someone become my friend? I don't know. Don't know, really. I bond more on video games nowadays, you know? I don't know. How me, Brianna, and Shania became friends was, Brianna and Shania were like huge fans of me. Like, I helped Shania through some tough times. I helped Brianna. Brianna was just like obsessed with me, type beat, you know? And I joined Brianna's live one time, and she sang to me, and it was really nice. But at that moment, I was still like, you know, didn't really see her any different, you know. And then I joined a Instagram live Shania was in, and then Shania started getting very emotional, and I was like, I like this, you know, because I text back in group chats sometimes. So I saw this group chat on my messaging thing, and I was messaging in it, and I was just like, hey, how you doing? Then we had a Instagram video call, because, you know, I do that sometimes with you guys, and I just join video calls if you guys are on. So I saw that they were on video call with like a bunch of other fans. So I got in, and it was just Brianna and Shania and some other people, and I don't know, I liked Brianna and Shania's vibe a lot. You know, they made me feel happy. So, I started video calling Brianna and Shania a lot more, and don't think that they know this, but I did give them false information one time. I don't remember what it was. False, like, top secret stuff that I told them not to tell anybody, and they didn't. They told nobody. So that's when I knew I could trust them. And they became my friends. And me, Brianna, and Shania have been friends for a year and a half now. Those are my best friends. But it sucks because Shania lives in Australia, Brianna lives in Canada, so I don't really have friends here in the States. So Vane is my friend. Me and Vane haven't reached that point where we're best friends, but we're friends. I want friends like the Outer Banks. Me and AP are cool, yeah.